Welcome, everyone, and welcome back to your channel that will change your life for the better, Alpha Intel.
Let me ask you something personal. How many times today have you checked your phone? 10 times, 20, 50. Now think about this. How many times today did you look into the eyes of someone you love? Really look. Without the phone in your hand, most people cannot answer that question. And that silence, that pause you just felt, that is exactly the problem we are talking about today. Because right now, all over the world, people are losing their relationships, not because of lies, not because of fights, but because of a small screen they cannot put down.
And the scary part, Adam, most of them don't even realize it's happening until it's too late.
Today on Alpha Intel, we are going to talk about the truth nobody wants to say out loud. Is social media quietly destroying your relationships? And more importantly, what can you do about it right now? Stay with us. This episode could save something very important in your life.
So, we have a really clear mission for this talk today.
We do.
We are going to expose how the internet feeds us these fake connections and, why it feels so real to our brains.
Exactly.
We are also going to explain why most online relationship advice is actually really toxic. And finally, we want to show you how to take back control.
That is the whole point.
Yeah, you need to build real, meaningful bonds in the real world. And we are going to give you the exact tools to do it.
That is the core of what we do here.
Yeah.
This is about taking control of your life. It is about self-improvement and taking real action.
Right.
We want to help you stop wasting your time and your emotional energy. You really need to focus on what actually matters in reality, not just what is happening on a digital screen.
Absolutely. So let's look at the reality of the situation first, because the numbers are actually terrifying.
They are.
The average person today spends 6 to 7 hours every single day on their phone.
It is crazy.
Yeah, mostly on social media. And when you hear 6 hours, it might just sound like a simple number. But think about what that really means.
Right. You have to do the math. 6 or 7 hours a day is over 40 hours a week.
That is a full-time job.
Exactly. It is a full-time job. Imagine what you could do with 40 hours a week. You could start a business.
Yeah.
You could get in the best physical shape of your life. You could learn a new language. But instead of building your life, you are paying a terrible price.
For sure.
You are paying with your real-life relationships. I mean, you spend more time looking at a piece of glass than you spend sleeping. You spend more time scrolling than you spend talking to your partner or your friends or your family.
It is so sad when you put it like that. And that brings us to a very dangerous behavior.
Well,
it is happening everywhere right now. It is called phubbing.
Phubbing!
Yeah, which stands for phone snubbing. I notice this all the time, when I go to a restaurant or coffee shop.
Oh, everywhere.
You see two people sitting across from each other, but they aren't even talking. They are both just looking down at their hands. They are physically together, but mentally they are completely alone.
That is the perfect visual for phubbing. You are ignoring the real human being sitting right in front of you to stare at a screen. But here is where it gets really dark.
Okay.
You do not even have to touch your phone to cause damage to your relationship.
Wait, really?
Yes. The research shows us that just having your phone sitting on the table during a conversation actively hurts your connection.
Wow. So even if it is face down.
Not even face down.
It is wild to think that even a phone placed face down on a table acts as a physical barrier. It is like, I don't know, a loaded gun sitting there. It just silently threatens to interrupt the conversation at any second.
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah.
The simple presence of the phone sends a silent, powerful message to the person you are with.
Yeah.
It tells them, you are not my top priority. Something more important could buzz and interrupt us at any second, and I will choose that over you.
That is so true.
Both people instantly feel less valued. They feel less connected. The trust and the depth of the conversation drop immediately, just because the phone is visible.
It makes people feel like they are just a secondary option. And it changes how we view friendship altogether. There is a huge trap right now, especially with younger people, but adults do it too.
The street trap.
Yes, the 100-day streak trap. People use messaging apps where a number shows how many days in a row they have sent a picture to a friend. Have you seen how people act to keep these streaks alive?
It becomes an absolute obsession. They turn friendship into a video game.
Exactly, a video game.
Yeah.
People will literally send blank black pictures to each other every single day.
Just a black screen.
Yeah. There is no message, no face, no update on their life. They just want to keep that digital streak number going higher. They see a 100-day streak and think, wow, we are best friends.
Right.
But in reality, they know nothing about each other's actual lives. If they miss one day and the number drops to 0, they actually get angry at each other. Their whole friendship is just sending black screens back and forth.
That is a perfect example of how our brains get hijacked.
Yeah.
It is the dopamine trap. Let me explain the simple science behind why we do this.
Please do.
Our brains are designed to seek rewards. Every time you get a text message, a like, or you see that streak number go up, your brain gets a hit of dopamine.
And isn't that the exact same chemical pathway that lights up when we feel genuine human intimacy? Like when we fall in love or hug a good friend?
Yes, it is the exact same chemical pathway. So your brain gets incredibly confused.
Wow.
You receive a blank picture, you see a high streak number, and your brain gives you a quick hit of pleasure. You think you are feeling real friendship or real love, but it is entirely fake.
Just totally fake.
It is empty calories for your brain. You feel full for a second,
Yeah.
but you're actually starving for real connection.
So we are basically choosing easy, fake digital love over the real thing because the app does all the work for us.
Absolutely. We are making a terrible choice. Real human connection is hard.
It really is.
It takes work. Real relationships require patience, forgiveness, and difficult conversations. You have to compromise. A screen is very easy. Your phone never argues with you. It never asks you to grow. But easy does not mean good. If you want a strong, successful life, you must choose the hard, rewarding work of real human connection.
That performative mindset we see with digital streaks naturally bleeds into how we view romance, too.
Oh, for sure.
Social media completely changes our expectations of love. Imagine you are having a normal, slightly boring Tuesday night with your partner.
A regular Tuesday.
Yeah, you are just sitting on the couch, maybe eating dinner in silence. It is peaceful, but then you open your phone.
A big mistake.
Right. You see pictures of perfect romantic vacations on the beach. You see people getting expensive gifts and having perfect candlelit dinners. Suddenly, your quiet Tuesday feels like a failure.
That is what we call the comparison trap. You are comparing your real, messy, everyday life to someone else's highlight reel.
Highlight reel, I like that term.
A highlight reel only shows the absolute best moments of a person's life. People do not post their arguments online.
No, they don't.
They do not post the days when they are stressed about bills or when they feel sad. They only post the perfect, happy 10 seconds of their entire week.
But our brains don't process it that way. We see hundreds of these perfect moments from different people all at once, and we start to believe this fake, perfect online world is the standard reality. We are comparing our behind-the-scenes reality to everyone else's movie trailer.
Exactly. And when you believe that fake, perfect world is normal, you become incredibly ungrateful.
Yeah, you really do.
You start to look at your partner and ask, why doesn't our relationship look like that? What is wrong with us?
When nothing is actually wrong.
The truth is, nothing is wrong with you. But you stop appreciating the good things you actually have. You expect love to be a perfect, exciting movie every single day. That is completely impossible.
This impossible standard also changes how people approach dating entirely. It feels like people treat dating like a market today.
Very much so.
Almost like they are shopping online for a product. They swipe left and right on human beings like they're buying shoes.
Yes, they treat it like a personality market. Today, people try to increase their market value.
Market value.
They buy specific clothes, they act a certain way, they try to match whatever personality trend is popular on social media right now. They treat themselves like products on a shelf, hoping someone will come along and buy them.
They hope that if they look perfect and act perfectly, love will just randomly happen to them.
Yes.
They think love is a passive feeling. They think they will just fall into it and the other person will do all the work to make them happy.
But here is the alpha truth you need to understand. Love is not a passive feeling. You just fall into it like a hole in the ground.
Okay.
Love is an active choice. It is an action. Think of love like an art.
An art.
Yes. If you want to master an art like painting or playing music, you need practice. You need effort. You must dedicate yourself to it every single day.
So we need a major mindset shift here. We have to stop focusing on what we are receiving and start focusing on what we're giving.
Precisely. You must give your true self. You share your joy, your thoughts, and your time. You cannot just wait passively to receive things from someone else.
That makes a lot of sense.
A strong, confident person takes action. You do not just sit around waiting for the perfect partner to appear on your screen. You do the hard work of actively loving someone and building a life with them.
And building that life is really difficult when we are surrounded by the toxic algorithm echo chamber.
Oh, the algorithm is dangerous.
Because when you look at relationship videos online today, They aren't about building connection. They are incredibly negative.
Always negative.
They are full of complaints about toxic partners, cheating, and extreme red flags. It feels like everyone online hates the people they are dating.
You have to understand how the internet is designed to work. The internet uses computer algorithms to keep your attention on the screen for as long as possible.
Right.
And what keeps human attention better than anything else? Anger, outrage, fear. This is called rage bait.
So the algorithm feeds us this negativity on purpose because it knows we cannot look away.
Yes. Anger gets more clicks, more comments, and more views. If you consume this negative content all day long, it literally changes how you see the world.
It totally warps your perspective.
You start to believe everyone is terrible. You start to believe all men are bad or all women are entirely problematic. You begin to think healthy relationships are impossible.
Yeah.
You get trapped in an echo chamber of negativity, and you bring that toxic energy into your real-life home.
I see this leading to some really destructive online trends. There is a massive mind-reading trap everywhere right now.
Oh, I know what you're going to say.
A very popular phrase online is, if he wanted to, he would. Or if she wanted to, she would.
Terrible advice.
It sounds empowering at first, but it actually destroys communication.
That phrase is a perfect example of terrible online advice. It tells people to never communicate what they actually want or need.
Right.
It creates a test for your partner. It says that if your partner does not magically read your mind and do exactly what you want, they do not love you.
Yes. And if they cannot read your mind, the internet tells you to break up with them immediately. It teaches people that communicating your needs is somehow a weakness.
It makes absolutely no sense. Think about the basic logic here.
Okay.
If one person thinks, if he wanted to, he would, they will just sit back and wait. But what if the other person thinks the exact same thing?
Then nobody does anything.
Exactly. Both people just sit in silence, get angry, and feel unloved. Good relationships require clear, open communication. Nobody can read minds.
It really feels like people are letting angry, single strangers on the internet dictate their real-life standards.
That is exactly what is happening.
They take relationship advice from people who cannot even maintain a relationship themselves.
That is the sad reality.
Yeah.
But let me give everyone a reality check right now. People who are in truly happy, healthy relationships are not posting about it constantly online.
No, they aren't.
They are not making 10-minute videos complaining about every small mistake their partner makes.
Because real relationships live offline. Happy people are too busy enjoying their lives to post about it.
Exactly. Happy people are living in the real world. You must protect your mind from this garbage. Do not let angry strangers on the internet tell you how to run your real relationship.
That is such good advice.
Trust the reality that is right in front of you. Trust the person sitting across from you.
So we know the problem. We know the algorithms are against us. This brings us to the most important part of the discussion. How do we fix this?
We take action.
Right. I think the first thing we have to do is just be intentional. We reach for the phone so unconsciously now.
That is step one. Be intentional. It means you must notice your own habits. Most of us open our phones completely on autopilot.
Totally.
We feel bored for 2 seconds while standing in line, and suddenly we are scrolling. Or worse, we are in the middle of a conversation, we feel a little bit uncomfortable, and our hand just reaches for the phone to escape.
I have definitely done that.
Stop doing that. Notice when you reach for it. Take control of your hands and sit in the discomfort.
That awareness is huge. I think the next logical step is setting physical boundaries. We need phone-free zones.
Yes. Step two.
I started leaving my phone in the kitchen overnight instead of on my nightstand, and it completely changed my mornings. I actually wake up and talk to my partner now instead of instantly checking my email.
That is incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
You need times and places where phones are simply not allowed. Have phone-free meals.
Yes.
When you hang out with your friends at a restaurant, everyone should leave their phones in their cars or at the bottom of their bags.
But people always argue that they want to take pictures to remember the moment. We love capturing memories. How do we balance that?
If you really need a camera, bring an old-school Polaroid camera.
Oh, that is a great idea.
Or bring a simple, cheap digital camera that does not connect to the internet. Take the picture and put the camera away.
Right, because there is no screen to scroll.
Exactly. There are no notifications to check. You capture the memory, but you stay present in the real world.
I love that. It solves the problem completely and makes the photos feel more special anyway. I think another big part of this is changing how we act when we do use social media. We need to stop performing for an audience.
That is step three. Stop performing. Before you post any picture or video of your relationship online, you must ask yourself a hard, honest question.
What is the question?
Ask yourself, am I doing this to celebrate us, or am I doing this to perform for strangers?
That is a brilliant question. I think if most people were honest, they would realize they are just performing.
There you are.
They want the digital applause. They want people to comment on how cute they are.
Yes, they want the likes to validate their choices. But true connection does not need an audience. Keep your special moments private.
Yeah.
Stop performing your life for people who do not actually care about you. It is incredibly freeing when you stop caring what people online think about your Tuesday night.
Which perfectly leads into step 4. Letting go of fake metrics. We have to drop those digital streaks we talked about earlier. Let those numbers fall to 0.
Let them fall to 0 and see who still texts you.
Oh, wow.
Stop measuring your friendships by an arbitrary number on a screen. Measure your friendships by the quality of your conversations. Measure them by who shows up for you when you need help in the physical world.
And finally, we have to replace the screen time with something real. Step 5 is shared, real activities.
Getting back to the physical world.
Yes, building your relationships in the physical world again. Go cook a meal together without looking up a recipe on video. Go for a long walk outside and just talk.
Yes, and most importantly, give the other person your actual presence. Presence is everything today.
It really is.
In a modern world where everyone is completely distracted, giving someone your sole undivided attention is rare. It is the ultimate sign of respect.
Because giving someone your presence is the greatest gift you can offer. It says, you matter more than anything else going on right now.
When you look someone in the eyes and truly listen to them, you build an unbreakable bond. You show them that they matter more than the infinite distractions in your pocket. That is what builds trust. That is what builds an alpha life.
Let's summarize what we have talked about today. The truth is, social media isn't purely evil, but it is a very clear mirror.
A mirror, yes.
It shows us exactly who we are. It shows us how present we choose to be in our own lives.
Yeah.
And it shows us how much we truly value the real humans sitting right in front of us.
That is the core mindset you need moving forward. The relationships that will actually survive in today's digital world are going to be different.
Very different.
They will not be the relationships where people just passively exist in the same room while staring at screens. They will be the relationships where both people make a conscious, daily choice. They must choose each other over the screen every single day.
We want to leave you with a final thought today. Think about how technology is evolving. Right now, the screen is in our hands, and we have seen the damage it causes to intimacy.
The damage is huge.
But tech companies are building augmented reality glasses. Soon, those notifications, those messages, and those perfect highlight reels might be projected directly into our field of vision.
That is a scary thought.
If a plastic rectangle in our pocket can cause this much distance between us today, what happens in 5 years when the screen is literally in our eyes? Is there someone in your life who deserves more of your presence? Someone who has been competing with your phone and losing?
Do not let technology win. Take action right now. After this talk is over, put your phone down. Go find someone you care about. Look them directly in the eyes. Have a real deep conversation with them. Do not wait for a special occasion. Do it today.
We want to hear how this changes your life. Please comment below with your own experiences of putting the phone down and choosing real connection. And be sure to subscribe to Alpha Intel for more life-changing advice. Take care of your real relationships, everyone, because they're absolutely worth it.